What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego back with some more boxing. Back with my latest installment of Ego's Matchmakers, and I'm back with my latest matchups. I think you guys should really like this one. I know I do. In this one, I have Mikey Garcia versus Yuriorkis Gamboa as the main event, and on the undercard, Brandon Rios versus Ruslan Provonikov. Now, let me start by talking about the undercard. In March 31st, 2013, I made a video saying I would love to see Ruslan Provodnikov versus Brandon Rios. Nothing has changed. I still want to see it. I still think it'll be a banger of a fight. And I knew in March the implications of this fight. This would be an absolute bloodbath. Both fighters don't know how to take a step back forward. Both fighters don't know how to be in a boring fight. Rios is coming off of two back-to-back losses. He needs to build some excitement. Arguably, both fighters have had tougher times with clinical boxers. People like Timothy Bradley. Pacquiao chose to box more, even held, which is something you don't see Pacquiao do often. But Pacquiao had a smart game plan against Brandon Rios. Ruslan has already been on record saying Manny is a stablemate and he doesn't want to fight him. He said he would rather retire. So Pacquiao versus Ruslan would be a good fight, but they have the same trainer, Freddie Roach. I know Bob Arum is a promoter, but I don't know how much money or how much finagling he would do to even present that match. So as far as Ruslan and Pacquiao fighting, I don't really know how logical that is. But Rios and Ruslan fighting, that's perfectly feasible. And it would match Robert Garcia and his fighter, Brandon Rios, once again against Freddie Roach and his fighter, Ruslan Provodnikov. Now, this fight, like I said, it has fireworks written all over it. It'll be a global meltdown. Like I said, both fighters are tough as fuck. Both fighters have a chin. Both fighters have punching power. Ruslan showed he can punch still at 147 by almost taking Timothy Bradley's head off. Tim Bradley fought a dumb fight, but again, not everyone would be able to exploit it to the degree that Ruslan did. So this is constant pressure and pressure bust pipes. So I would really be anxious to see what happens in this fight. Like I said, it'll be not for the squeamish, not for the faint of heart, an absolute bloodbath. Brandon Rios and Ruslan Provodnikov. It's like iron on iron, just two fighters coming forward, trying to take each other's head off. Ruslan is, looks like he's improving from the days, the DeMarcus Corley fight days, all the way to now. He had a great fight with Timothy Bradley. Then he had a tough fight with Mike Alvarado, and he started to pull away before he stopped Mike Alvarado. So that's a great storyline you can already build up. Both fighters have beat Mike Alvarado, both Brandon Rios and Ruslan Provodnikov. Then you can throw in the Freddie Roach versus Robert Garcia. Freddie Roach and Robert Garcia have faced off many times. Pacquiao versus Margarito, Pacquiao versus Rios. Now you can add this to the equation. Ruslan Provodnikov versus Brandon Rios. So I want to see it. Both fighters have been on record. I'll put the link to the ES News interview. Brandon Rios is just a real down-to-earth dude. He said, Pacquiao whooped my ass. Pacquiao fucked me up, but I want to fight the Russian. I want to fight Provodnikov. So he said it on ES News. I believe Ruslan sent a tweet out. Like I said, I've been talking about this since March, before the Pacquiao-Rios fight, before Rios-Alvarado, and I would love to see it. Great undercard. And it'll reassert Brandon Rios. He said he wants to stay at 147. I know he's suspended currently, but there's no rush. Wait for the suspension to end and build this fight up. Plus, if you look at the main event that I chose, Mikey Garcia still has to go through Juan Carlos Burgos in 2014. So it's plenty of time to build up the fight. Burgos is not a pushover opponent. Tough Mexican fighter from Tijuana. I thought he beat Roman Martinez, when they fought, but the judges elected to decide it was a draw, which I thought was bullshit. So Mikey Garcia has had a tough schedule ever since the Orlando Salido fight. Salido, Juanma Lopez, and then Rocky Martinez. and that was Juan Carlos Burgos. So I have as the main event Yuriorkis Gamboa. If Mikey Garcia gets past Burgos, then you might as well add Gamboa. Both fighters have talked shit on Twitter. 50 Cent with SMS Promotion. Mikey Garcia is with his brother Robert Garcia, Cameron Duncan, and Top Rank. This fight is perfectly feasible, and Mikey Garcia is a champion. So if he can get past Burgos, I think this is another fight where we could see the best from both fighters. Gamboa has looked less than stellar in recent memory. However, sometimes Gamboa has been known to fight to his competition. Put him in there with the Salido, that type of opponent, Ponce de Leon, and you might get the best Gamboa. So you never really know. He's moved up in weight and hasn't looked necessarily spectacular, but he's still an explosive fighter. And sometimes fighters have to get up and get motivated from their opposition. So this could be the case. Plus, I want to see Mikey Garcia versus a different style. Now, you look at Orlando Salido, you look at Rocky Martinez, Juanma Lopez, they all brought different stuff, but none of them are really the same type of fighter as a Yuriorkis Gamboa. Gamboa is very slick, athletic, fast, and I definitely want to see how Mikey Garcia, being very sound technically, deals with someone as speedy, as skillful, and as seasoned as a Gamboa. Especially since this fight would happen at either a catchweight or maybe even Mikey Garcia going up. So it will really be an ultimate test for both fighters. Gamboa, again, hasn't looked excellent, and Mikey Garcia, I don't remember him fighting an elite level A-B fighter that was very athletic in recent memory. So I'd be anxious to see it. Cuban versus Mexico, Russian versus Mexican. Great fights. I really like them. I hope you guys really like them. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next videos, Ego signing off.